HP, yes, spammed out a little lower now, but a 1v2, it's not impossible. He's got 50 seconds still to toy around with. Yeah, the spike's position's not great, but he knows where these two players reside. A little bit of utility as well, could facilitate the drop. See what he can do with this. They're waiting on the other side, gonna hear the drop. They've got to know what's up. Doesn't get the clean fight he wanted, and Depth does well, but you're right. After what was looking quite like a clean round there for Zeta, actually gets brought down to just 2 remaining.
Again, early intention shown from Zeta here in terms of challenging this hooker control as well. You see straight away G2, I mean, they're eager to just find something off on the back of 𝘼𝘽𝙊𝙐𝙏 rolling through, but the awareness there, that kill in particular was 𝘼𝘽𝙊𝙐𝙏 after he did drift through long. And much calmer in the comms now. Sounding a bit more composed. We'll see what G2. Now, I mean, it's looking like B is the target once again.
Let's play.
𝘼𝘽𝙊𝙐𝙏 did actually get the tour de force available, so put that to work here.
Exchange of utility on either side, but you can see already the respect being shown. Pro's going to fall back a little, keep putting utility in, but he knows where they're coming from. They need to hit this rotation and relatively quick. Still have a player towards 𝘼𝘽𝙊𝙐𝙏 though, so they've not completely lost control, but they've shown presence. They've hit the brakes for a second.
Still around, it's just Laz to contest 𝘼𝘽𝙐𝙏. Also good, the ping's coming through already.
What a
see
fight.
that.
I've got your train.
Okay. After that pause for thought, they're going to invest the Seekers, but they still yet to rework off the back of it just now. 𝘼𝘽𝙐𝙏 going to lead the charge. 𝘼𝘽𝙁 still being held away for a moment more. As the first fight happens towards elbow, and it's a shutdown, it's a shutout. Yeah, Meadow still standing. Oh my word, that's
what's up, chat? Let me read chat.
Sharp. But it matters
So
not,
sorry guys,
as now it's
बहुत
just
traffic
𝘼𝘽𝙁.
था.
And
Had a lot of traffic.
Just 𝘼𝘽𝙁. As we
So
saw
अभी
what
आया,
that one rifle
सीधा,
could do in the final round
took
of the
some
last
food.
map, but
I'm
this would
still
be a
eating.
challenge.
आ रहा है ना सब कुछ?
Just
Yeah, let's go.
under that
Sorry.
Certainly no
Abhi
worries
bhai,
on
yaar,
Juliet
sab
at
ko
this point, but 𝘼𝘽𝙁 desperate to try and get into this.
Bye bye,
Goes
Zeta.
for the
No
first,
worries.
closes the gap, gets the kill, and
Abhi
now
not yet.
1v2, surely not to be, as Crow finds it, and again, it's not clean from Zeta, but it is a round. Tied up now at 2-2.
I mean, that's actually a great hold from Zeta.
Yeah,
Again, you can see
Parents
so
are
risky. to just
I
leave
would have
one
done it in a
person.
nice
There's always
voice.
the possibility that G2 are going
If
to
I was
stack
not
up
at home.
death ball into
Plain story
the
बताऊंगा bro.
hooker.
बताऊंगा.
Patience shown by 𝘼𝘽𝙁𝙁.
It's
but I
like
think
what
just
does it,
this
yeah.
is the time in terms of when this contact comes towards long. He's not really forced Laz any further back.
अरे मेरा चक्कर लग गया.
Probably reset a little bit. Actually, this is almost the one where you'd hope 𝘼𝘽𝙁𝙁 would have had to tour de force. We'll throw a rifle in the mix. Full armor as well, actually, so probably going to be the front man.
एक सेकंड स्वाइप अप डाल रहा.
Zeta, a massive
YouTube.
adjustment here.
Live.
Stack with 4. I feel like they just spin the wheel here at this point. Laz is the only one towards B site. No pressure coming through towards hooker. Meadow going to show a little bit of presence towards short. But again, still 3 people here to hold it down.
I was going to say, they're probably going to feel the lack of presence from Pro's utility, but feel the presence of that pistol in the hand. Going to take Pro
Chat,
down,
give me some
but
time. Wait.
still
I'm not
favourable
reading any chat.
to Zeta with those weapons. Looks clear close.
Hari
Reveals
bari mein
depth
कर रहा हूँ
position.
सब कुछ.
Slow comes in.
Hari
Laz now
bari.
turns attention as well. Buying a little bit of time. Smoke goes deep CT. But again, Zeta holding for a couple more seconds. And the grand reveal spots them out, spots out a second. Oh, it's target practice right now! And Depth with... But again, Zeta holding for a couple more seconds. And the grand reveal spots them out, spots out a second. Oh, it's target practice right now! And Depth wins it all!
And actually the replay starts with 𝘼𝘽𝙁𝙁 here, a really crisp shot on the jump peak here, but Depth lines him up. Great discipline just to commit to the taps there. Closes them out once again. Another B-side
They have
hold, which,
much more confidence now.
again, I don't want to say it's concerning for G2, but to be shut out comfortably a couple of times here may force them to explore elsewhere on the map. And again, they really learned an awful lot in terms of the setup of Zeta on A site. Looks like this might be the round that try and figure something out.
First time they get to see this look, and we know how notorious it can be.
Bolo chat, finally
Looks like
settled.
Facilitate the trade coming in.
What's up? Welcome to the stream, everyone. Welcome to the inconsistent
10 deep
live
control
watch
as well
party.
towards CT.
KGF?
Quick
No, I haven't
execution
seen
of
that.
Overstep, to be honest.
Again, actually got the ult. nukkye right back at him.
Some more gymnastics from nukkye to avoid the showstopper here.
Ridiculous. This
See
man.
what he can do in this position.
I mean, he's got to become the turret, right? He's trying to hold the line for them. He's trying to allow that plant to come in, create a little bit of safety, because they obviously don't have lance control right now. They have a very limited slice of the map.
Good
Hello,
awareness
Flags.
not to
What's up,
force their way
Bush?
into
Bye.
that
Hi,
as
regular
well.
streamer. Lol.
There's a
on the
judge
other
on
side
the
is
other
judge.
side. Exactly, yeah.
How's my cam? Is my cam fine?
Cutting the site almost in a new way.
Laz has got past the traps though, so keep your eye on the minimap if that late flank does become a problem.
The timing on this is going to have to be right down to the wire. They want to try and make the most of it. That's perfect though. Finding nukkye, but there is a quick trade. 𝘼𝙊𝙊 gets caught though. Timing not good enough. Mmixwell
But I feel like this is a clutch.
try and make their way through, and mmixwell with the follow-up. And now do they dare expect it? He just got him!
There's no time.
Oh,
Reads the sound cue perfectly though.
man.
Again, it's tough for Laz because ultimately
Unlucky.
when those kills come through on
What's up,
site, he
Sido,
then
please?
has to put his foot
What's
down.
your
He has to
T-bone?
go.
I'll do actually. I'll ask you.
Another close round. GQ actually closed this one out.
Please.
After saying that, it felt like a little bit of an overstep from over there. I don't think that was too influential in terms of the outcome, but
It's different, Laz. Timeout comes in. And I've seen a couple of looks now coming out from G2.
Old
so
color,
now
old
start
better.
really
Don't worry,
dissecting
I'll
what's
go.
tangibly in front of them.
well, this is
This
I mean, in
color
terms
will
of
be
prep,
there
I
for
know,
2 weeks.
Again, the desk
Hardly.
touched on this is
उसके बाद चला जाएगा.
G2's bind game plan is usually fairly linear.
Yep.
So this could be something that does force a bit of adjustment from Zeta. Now, previous round, they did look to get a little aggressive outside hooker. That gave, ultimately, Laz the space to flank all the way through cave. Unfortunately, it didn't really benefit them too much. But if they do find a little space, I do want to see them continue with that. Again, pressure the backline of G2. Because ultimately, everything's going right in terms of the pressure that G2 are able to create towards long.
What are you eating?
Even though
Chicken
Zeta
kebab,
are
chicken
relying
biryani,
on these
South
straight
style.
up angels almost when contact comes through. But no, again, no address towards showers just yet.
If
from
you guys don't
the
feel
Reed side, other than
disgusting.
नुकी coming through and finding one kill in the
किसी
previous,
को
but they were spread.
some people
pretty
don't
thin
like
in
ऐसा
that default.
हाथ पे
So
खाते
interesting
हुए
to see
ऐसा
here whether
खाना
this
देखने.
timeout is actually going to
That's
prompt
what I
any
thought.
change for
But
Zeta.
This
Keep my eyes
delicious
here.
chicken leg piece.
That's
मेरा
actually
दोस्त
now
था भाई
will
ऐसा.
take up
He
position
didn't
towards
like
site
eating
instead.
it hand. उसको disgusting feel
Actually,
होता
he's
था.
got 3 friends
What the
over
fuck?
here as well.
How can you not enjoy eating with your hand?
Read the change in utility here. See a couple of bits of Astra utility popped outside shower as well. So whether or not this
Veg
is
who
gonna be
buy?
all out
You're missing a lot of things, but yeah, it's okay.
hold or
Oh, don't tell me I don't want to
Snake
harm
Bite to
animals.
back this
Yes,
up as well.
even plants have a life. Just kidding. Tera marzi.
Sugar Zero, not quite giving away the game yet either.
Yeah, that's another.
Chest. Chow will remain in control now.
Viva
Vote's
kar
gonna
rahi
hit
illa,
that
bro.
TP,
No time.
gets himself up towards heaven. Now this boat's
Yeah,
pulling
Jeff, no, not
as they got 2 players stuck in towards the shower, and the rotation could be potentially now cut off.
फिर से कर हाँ.
Looking isolated in the old, even to allow the cross with the spike.
हाथ से
This
नहीं
is tough
करने
for
से नहीं
Zeta.
मिलता. I know, right? What's up, Milit Bhat? Blue hair lol.
Early read towards
Yes.
where 10 position could be,
Oh,
and
shot.
wow, super quick from 10.
Doesn't pull नुकी off showers though. That's important because Sugar's still posted up. Laz, still aware of the possibility of over stuck there, and actually they come through to try and clear it.
What?
Is that one passed?
He has no idea. Oh my god! 𝘼𝙊𝙊 turns around
Wow.
and still gets the other. I don't think he saw him. I don't think he saw him on the cross.
I wanna see this
And now
shot again.
Depp is in the weirdest spot here to try and handle it. Traded out by Crow. Seekers come through. 𝘼𝙊𝙊 left in a 1v2. High flash came out from Crow on the other side, but doesn't
Who
find
is
what they
supporting
want.
this
Spike
match?
now recovered. 8
Zeta-
seconds for the flash to be
Zeta,
back,
Zeta.
but he wants that spike down. He wants at least the time on his side. Now the flash came through, did not
Hello, Duke.
find anything. Allows that first step
I
towards
wanna
his
see what
retake.
happened this round. मैं ढंग
Flash
से
to
नहीं
hand now for 𝘼𝙊𝙊. Repositioned to be able to catch this cross. Harder to clear and no flashes to do so. His body's on the line. He's going to find one on the spacing. Not good enough for a quick trade out. It's now a bit laboured on the spray, but 𝘼𝙊𝙊 does. Seconds for the flash. 𝘼𝙊𝙊
Stuck there. Sugar's still posted up. Laz, still aware of the possibility of over stuck there, and actually they come through to try and clear it.
Oh,
Is
Lord.
that one passed?
He has no idea.
That's so sad.
Again, it doesn't end up biting them.
घर से कुछ काम आ गया.
What a round from 𝘼𝘽𝙊 though.
हाँ bro, सब ठीक है. So
actually
basically I wanted to change of living.
The awareness from Zeta as well. They still hold on to that setup. The awareness is still be cautious of heaven. They don't drift out of showers. They absolutely double down on that control.
I don't know how to book camp. So I'm going to shoot
now. What purchase is going to be left for Zeta?
So I went for that.
2 rifles.
So yeah.
Stinger coming out for 𝘼𝘽𝙊𝙐 and.
अभी फिर से I'll go to boot camp 19th.
Good enough.
19th रात I'll be.
Not perfect either. And a quick take towards 𝘼𝘽𝙐𝙐. A little bit of a switch up here, a little bit of a different look, but 3 players making their way through from shower. You can see that instant crunch towards Meadow. So backline now looking a little vulnerable for G2. They have to be aware of this. There's a time limit on what they can do here.
Oh, 3v5.
That's even more concerning. 𝘼𝘽𝙐𝙐 will find another kill. 10 now, still with a boombot. Who's got
Are they going
on
CT?
hand here? Are they going to
I think they're expecting that potentially Zeta kept pushing round, going almost in towards G2's side. They didn't expect him here, and they didn't expect that shot. Oh, he gets another! Unreal performance, but 𝘼𝘽𝙐𝙐, can you do it again? You don't fancy it with this sort of walk coming in, not going to happen. Laz is waiting, and Zeta are always dangerous.
Where are you back again now?
Exactly what I see from Zeta. They find a little bit of space and they make it work from in a round that actually they bring barely anything into.
Yeah.
They punish G2, and yeah, absolutely.
G not playing TC, no.
They call the
He
time
has some major problems.
Because they need to address it. This is the problem with G2's kind of game plan here. If it is all in,
not problems,
and it usually is 4, potentially 5 people, they can find that weak spot.
We have a new coach now. We haven't started.
In this case, it is Meadow.
Practice properly नहीं हुआ है हमारा.
The aim on these players.
So
it's
we
tough
want to
now.
use all our time practicing. Plus,
he's looking so good on bind so far.
Yep.
So good.
Problems है जो बताएगा
But G2 have to adjust. They have to address this. Whether or not they slow this down now for a couple of rounds, I mean, the economy, I don't want to say
not
ruined, but dwindling for
right
sure.
now we cannot play
got that
because
force online, 4100, but elsewhere gaps.
Yeah.
सब घर में गोल भी घर
Now,
में
the one thing with G2, let's kind of bring it back into the realm of reality of, you know, when we talk about honeymoon periods and roster changes and players coming back in, you do lose a little bit of that potential depth to adjustment because you're still working on maybe new protocols, new looks, working with a newish system. I do want to see how G2 look when they are pushed.
Should have been
when it's
started
come to not necessarily, you know, mid-honeymoon
from
period
Monday,
where you just,
but
you know, everything's feeling good, right? You can't make a wrong move. So I do want to see, be it with Zeta here, potentially pushing him to that extent on a map that they are historically very strong on. I do want to see how G2 look when they have to
understand
adjust.
all the players.
Haven't seen too much of it just yet. Obviously, the first day they've come to this tournament, so we haven't seen them push to that extent. But that's something to really keep in your mind as you go and watch these guys further into this event, is how do they look when they've been pressured? How do those adjustments going back in look? How's the coaching looking? Does it seem that they have the correct answers even in mid-rounds as well? A lot of question marks around G2, but obviously you have to respect the results they've garnered recently. Back into this though, we're at 4-4.
Zeta will control showers early on here. 𝘼𝘽𝙐𝙐 with the tour de force, going to try and find something.
Sunburn, I couldn't.
Elsewhere with a Marshall. The Viper's pit. Invested here actually to cover.
𝘼𝘽𝙐𝙐 SkRossi में तो खेलोगे ना? हाँ, SkRossi सिर्फ हमको एक finals खेलना है, तो उसके लिए हम preparation करेंगे पूरा. उसके बाद LAN होगा. So by the time LAN, I think we'll be good to go.
Rookie again investing. Hero rifle.
T1 bro, बहुत सारा Discord है.
Closing out map
T1.
G2 doing exactly what I said. They're slowing things down just a little bit. But this round, Zeta, I mean, reading the purchase pretty well. They don't want to overstep.
But T1 नहीं है Discord पे. Where is he calling?
Give away a freebie.
𝘼𝘽𝙐𝙐 Discord? I don't think I have 𝘼𝘽𝙐𝙐 Discord.
I mean, look at this. There's 45 seconds left. They're just now coming back.
I don't have.
Towards A. No information whatsoever. And Zeta can just tuck in.
Yes, मैं काम करता हूँ, खाना खा लेता हूँ, उसके बाद next game जाता हूँ, ठीक है? माफ करो अभी के लिए please.
Real quick, just stuck
खाना खा
around
लेता
that second between death and life.
Watch Japanese stream? I don't think we are allowed to watch Japanese streams.
Has taken the space back. Boombot dealt with, unfazed by it. Oh, 𝘼𝘽𝙐𝙐.
Pehla
Indian LAN, yeah.
𝘼𝘽𝙐𝙐 gone, and there's now danger. Plenty of mix-1. He ain't stopped. He slowly crept to the back line here. You can see on the other side, it's not without consideration from Depp, but 𝘼𝘍𝙐 is holding this. 12 seconds, they need to get that.
Oh, what a timing.
Oh, that's unthinkable almost. Now they don't have shower control. Keep that in mind for G2. They have not worked that part out yet, and they don't
एक काम
have
कर,
the depth
कैमरा
of the
और
weapons, but they
छोटा
have
कर.
No,
adjustment.
wait.
The
Six,
team
six,
for the
pata.
both.
Light story पता तो
He's a madman. He's taken down Depp and he's taken the space. CT is not safe for Zeta to play back in from. They need the other side of this to find value.
Oh wow.
10 though, looking to find 𝘼𝘽𝙊, who's still got that ult popped. Still waiting on the other side. Flash comes in. Don't make the most of it yet. Spots the barrel, spots the player, gets the kill. Slows down Crow and they're struggling. They can't find a way back into Zeta. Have been outdone on this G2 looking sharp. That's at least going to get maybe a consolation in it. As this is looking like it's wrapped. The time ain't going to have it. And Laz, yeah, you could do the damage, but the round will be G2's.
G2 and Thrifties, man. Again, it looks so comfortable.
And your inspiration ignores it, bro. I'm not ignoring.
Put this round out. I mean,
मैं खाना को देख रहा हूँ, मेरा प्लेट को, गेम को देख रहा हूँ, और चैट को देख रहा हूँ. How can I do? How can I read every chat?
Come on.
मैं मेरा YouTube channel देता हूँ तेरे को. तू पढ़ के देखा सब chat. Sorry, I'm not ignoring you. Extremely sorry.
That was almost so
sorry, I'm extremely sorry. But ignore नहीं किया. I just missed your chat. I'm sorry.
Back away and still make use of that tour de force. G2 strike back now.
Pro Eraser की previous team ने DRX के सामने खेला होगा ना? हाँ. I think they also won. I'm not sure.
Back and forth and quick control re-garnered by 10, and he expected the push up, but 𝘼𝘊𝙊 gets shattered. There's now 3 stand for G2. That early trade out of players. Yes, it takes Crow away, but still.
And this is a big win though, because we talked about this being attempted in a previous round. This time they're rewarded for it. Early advantage.
4v3. Don't lose again, please. Join T1. I will after eating food.
Meadow trying to find space elsewhere.
Liquid match stream करेगा हाँ पूरा stream करूँगा अभी आ गए ना Bangalore.
Back off cooldown now. And the Seekers will be invested.
Bro कल भी करने वाला था watch party पर बहुत problem था कल.
Placement invested and already Zeta have got 3 towards A site.
They heard Meadow spamming like not too long ago.
Hey, look where 10 is.
That fussed, and the spike is down in the back lines. He might spot that. I don't think he noted the spike. I don't think he went too far yet.
Done, sir.
But does he hear a step?
Done, sir.
Woody's taken his time. He is shift walking the entire way. But he's going to be right in between, like no man's land. This is a really weird position. Surely.
Bro, 10 wins all his duels. Most of them at least.
He's have such late round impact. He's surely going to spot a player. He does. There it is. 10 finds.
Hears this now.
Yeah, there's the steps. Now he knows. You can see the call, but he doesn't need support. He's got this all himself. Swings for the fight. And
what
he gets
an ace,
over
dude.
as well. Zeta are digging their heels in.
That? He finds an ace, Lauren. And again, it's off this early push out of 𝘼𝘽𝙊. They
little pop flash.
Yeah, they catch G2. G2 weren't here last time, but Zeta tried this. Actually, I think 𝘼𝘽𝙊's playing full anti-flash here. Still the awareness of the possibility. And 𝘼𝘽𝙊, unfortunately, I mean, tries to catch him in the slow. What a round from 10, man.
Beautiful work.
Let's just say, yeah, I'm going for it.
I want it. Go for it. What a performance.
Even Depp, man, look at 15 and
Next
7.
Let's not quality. Sorry.
And look, I've seen the last show. I've seen the 𝘼𝘽𝙊 show. I'm glad I get to see a little bit more, right? A little bit of everyone else showing how good these guys are. They're pushing G2 on what is their stronghold. I can't reiterate that enough to you.
Spill some water.
Already Depp. Go find 𝘼𝘊𝙊. Good start. 𝘼𝘊𝙊 probably trying to find that time again, find that space again. Gets punished for it.
I'm really curious to see actually the first blood counter here, because that's the cornerstone of G2's success here is early advantages and then their way onto sites.
मैं घर के लिए आया, मैं सिर्फ शूट के लिए गया था.
Found 3 kills. 𝘼𝘊𝙊 the first to fall. 𝘼𝘽𝙊 and 𝘼𝘊𝙊, I mean 𝘼𝘊𝙊 and 6 HP.
Then will rest of the announcement of G be revealed.
With a rifle in hand, one away from the showstopper here.
After the announcement.
Don't expect it to be invested in this round, but
Will Bhavin join for watch party? He told.
Now, 6 HP looking even more uncomfortable.
रुको पहले खाना खा लेता हूँ. I'm very slow.
You came up with a nice new name for the boombox.
𝘼𝘊𝙊 भाई डोला दिखा दो. डोला क्या होता है?
There's absolutely no evidence.
Land कब होगा? Any date by end of this month, bro, for sure.
Barry boombox.
ये month end में हो जाएगा.
Big buzzer.
अरे डोला क्या होगा?
Let's see what Barry can do going forward. Shall we?
Barry has been pivotal in terms of G2's ability to contest 𝘼𝘽𝙊 early on.
Yeah.
Yeah, he really has.
Biceps. अच्छा.
6-5. What a game. And this could open. I know it sounds bad, but I want to see the third map. Like I just want to see Icebox. Please.
Tell me about your flight. बताऊंगा खाना खा लेता हूँ बताऊंगा पूरा. Let me eat food. पूरा बताऊंगा सब कुछ.
With an operator looking to hold back showers and the showstopper here.
But the white suits on you, no cap. It will get back.
How does this happen?
10 down to 22 HP.
Still standing. Still firing,
strong.
and still holding back G2. They almost got baited into it. Temptation beckoned, and they answered the call, and they nearly found 10 on the other side. Still alive and kicking. And this looks like it could be 7.
Did you play Valorant? No.
I'm just seeing
मैं नहीं खेला भाई.
Hoodie and Meadow, and they don't
मैं नहीं खेलता हूँ.
progress anywhere now. They lost out on that shower fight.
For
They
second
weren't able to
overall.
take much space back elsewhere, but eyes on the spike.
Are you
over
just
towards B for now.
Loud your golden heads. अरे आ जाएगा guys. 10 दिन wait करो. आ जाएगा golden head.
This rotation coming towards B side. Viper's pit invested, but G2 going to drift back towards A. It's going to be 10.
I want to keep her like yours.
Down the 4.
Meet up.
Give it away.
Dead eye. Wilson.
It is instantly they pick up the pace, trying to close the gap. 10 though, how much more can you do? The master of disaster at the start, and he wants a little bit more here. There's all these
30
steps
seconds
left. It's happening. They're taking the sight away from him, but he's still waiting around on the other side. Utility invested, but surely he knows it's on guarding that spike plant. Flash comes in. It was a fake flash, but he's still unable to make the most of it. Mixwell takes him down. Rez comes in, 10's back up, and they make the most of him with a second life. No trade-off back. Actually, tell a lie. Sugar0 found Meadow in the meantime, and now 2. Mixwell and Hoodie make it just Hoodie, and he's a mile away, and he can't even see that spike. The diffuser's coming in, no matter which way you cut it. It's going to be 7 to 5.
Yeah, paper
X. Recovery from Zeta. Honestly, the adjustment perfect. And actually, on the other side of that, G2's adjustment really not suiting them. When they were forced into a deeper default, more traditional setup in the early round, and they couldn't bully their way in terms of territory control, it really did not look good, Lauren. It really didn't.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of dumbfounded by this half, because Zeta have looked sharp on
what are you
this.
doing?
Really
Biryani and kebab.
They are pushing G2 to the limit, and that is a great indicator for the second half. But before we get there, we're back to the desk.
River, which is best. River forever, but right now
Pansy and Hypoc, and of course Barry as well. Barry the Boombot doing really well that half. But when we went into that game, Bren, you said if Zeta can pull it close, that
if they can make it even, there's hope.
Yes, but they're leading.
They are leading right now. This is such a good sign for them, and now they need to take it home moving forwards, honestly, because it is set up for them to bring this to map 3.
Yeah, completely. And it's very complicated, you know, to actually force G2 to change their plans completely. They force them to dance around the map and do things that they were not ready to do. And we need to highlight Hoodie, because I think he's trying to fight to be one of the flags of the moment. He wants to be put out there. He wants us to talk about him and his performance, not only on map, but also crucial to the team. Still, G2 wasn't feeling comfortable at all in
timings का ऊपर नीचे हो गया.
Had some amazing, impactful moments over the course of
mainly Valo का ही होने वाला था, but
and sometimes you need a little bit more of that, honestly, because it does feel like Zeta Division, they've corrected a lot of their mistakes coming into this. They are one of the teams that's making the fastest improvements with each match that they play. They learn a lot off the DRX match as well in terms of this. I mean, this was a ridiculous opening. That is okay. Sometimes you get glimpses of the
Lightning Fast versus Kappa, who win 1v1. Vatsal Unyal, Knights win 2K.
But ultimately, Zeta Division are not a team that you can just come into this with. I'm not going to say zero preparation, because that would be quite disrespectful to G2, but I still think that Zeta Division are a team that you have to respect.
Yeah, completely. I don't know what to expect from the second half, because the problem is that Zeta Division, not only movement but aim is 100% on point. Like the plays that we are seeing.
Marcos Gaming Kellogg's is not in G2. He's been replaced by
if they can do the same thing, we see 10 exploding onto B, onto A, it doesn't matter, but eating all that space,
but bro, meet up ka bolo, kya bolo?
So what I'm hearing is
we're gonna get the Icebox that you wanted to.
We got some believers on the desk.
No, I really want to see this go to map 3.
Did we see the same half?
Who's your favorite player from Indian Esports?
I've been a believer since the first
advantage of
minute,
stress resolution.
but let's see how much our belief
feels
is going to
smooth.
pay off, because Pansy and Hyper, we got to have the second half.
The game in 16/9 will look like this.
Copium levels at an all-time high. Right,
okay, like we are at 4:3. Looks like this.
Right now, because there is a chance, but it is 7-5.
This.
And there is a very solid
wide.
that G2 are respected on this map. So again,
so the way you see game is different.
You know, there's 2 rounds there, the pistol and the hoodie clutch.
Sometimes some people feel good to play in 4:3.
The challenge actually will face off with 10, but Sugar good for the trade. Pinch comes through.
Oh, this goes up.
Caught off as well. Depth finds another. X1 response. It's fast.
It's pacey.
उल्टा बोला. Bro, 16:9 ऐसा रहता है bro. Straight रहता है एकदम. 16:9. 4:3 ऐसा रहता है wide पूरा. इधर उल्टा बोला.
Oh, he tried to make the motion and Mixwell's just not
Yeah,
letting
on chamber or Mixwell on chamber. Yeah.
1v3. We saw what could happen before.
Actually, me.
No, not at all.
Because you guys will see.
Again, 5 HP, not going to get away.
Just kidding.
Mixwell
Yeah, he's too good.
be the guardian of the site.
But मैं भी खेलूंगा अभी.
Almost back to all the
Thanks for following me on Twitter. How humble you are. I just write randomly. It's okay, bro. मेरे को follow करने से कुछ loss तो नहीं होगा. Unless until you're spamming.
Sheriff thrown in the mix here for Depp. He's looked pretty damn good with that weapon so far this match.
I just keep following. ऐसा मन हुआ किसी को ऐसे ही follow करता हूँ. Same Instagram also.
I love this wall here again.
Twitter also. ऐसे ही follow कर देता हूँ.
Commit to the plant. Maybe bait out an extra kill. Make that a 2v2. But nice attempt nonetheless.
अबे मत बोलो सबको कर लिया.
That is crucial. Yeah.
Nice. I did his Zetas earlier. Actually, quite decent too.
Okay.
I was impressed. Essential, obviously.
Yeah.
First में player model भी अच्छा था क्या? So Riot has told player model में कुछ difference नहीं होगा. But I don't know whether it's true or not. अभी game creators नहीं बोला है तो होगा. जो वो लोग बोला है वही होगा.
Easy Tiger. Meadows just
I wonder how these guys.
Let me get the tour de force. Let me get it.
You see, just no. El Diablo attend based on current. Bro, current form में देखा. I don't see the current form of any player. Once a player performs really good, consistently अच्छा खेला है. He has the capability of doing that again and again and again. It's just some mental blocks and some situations ऐसा रहता है कि player cannot perform. तो मैं bro कैसा बताऊँ? मेरा एक caption है Instagram पे. मैं वो पढ़ के बताता हूँ. ठीक है. Form is temporary, class is permanent. उतना ही बोलना चाहता हूँ बस. मैं देखता ही नहीं हूँ bro player का form सब. अभी तुम लोग ऐसे बताओ. अभी विराट कोहली recently form में नहीं था. That doesn't mean he's the great. That doesn't mean that he's not a good player or you can compare with him someone else. किसी और का चल रहा है but that doesn't mean वो भी एक great player है. Like I don't know how to explain it even more. Have you anytime ever talked to FNS? No. Internationally अभी तक मैंने बॉस्टर अकेले के साथ बात किया हो. Other than that, live interaction, I mean, audio interaction नहीं हुआ. इसके साथ. Flight story कब बोलेगा? जब ये दो कबाब पीस खत्म होगा. Bro is in Bangalore, I can't lose this. Bro आऊँगा. Dead Eye तेरे को meet करके जाऊँगा. चिंता मत कर. Don't worry. तेरे को खाना खिला के भेजूँगा घर. सच बता रहा.
Yeah. And rightly so. If you got no information at like 40 seconds on a flash towards long like that, you're gonna believe. You're gonna put faith behind that. So little info shown.
Wait, what?
Is his wrist okay? Someone
What?
after him. I don't know how he just pulled those 2 kills off. Snaps back, but the site is theirs. But it's only 3 of them now. They need to get that spike planted and put up the walls of defense here if you want to see them convert it.
They would have heard all 3 TPs.
They've heard the TPs now. Spike down is for a safe enough plant here. The post plants are important. It's deep in towards CT and on towards elbow. Laz might get the first fight on this, but look at the backside. There's not much safety here. Smoke in towards elbow and the cross and the drop looking pretty safe unless someone takes a
G2 might win this.
risk maneuver, and it looks like they want to try and maybe make that aggress now. They're closing in towards the site, but they don't know where these players reside. There's so much utility on the battlefield right now. Meadow tries to step forward. It's a trade out of overtaking 10 down, but there's Mixwell still standing. The spray from Laz. He needs another. He gets the reveal! But not enough left in the mag, and the defuse for Revova as G2 take the lead.
I'm thinking their 10 was tucked in so deep in spawn. They should have heard all 3. I'm fairly confident they should have heard all 3 TPs coming through. Again, I don't.
Chetan, don't change your sensi. Don't change every day. Just use one sensi and stick to it and practice with it. Nothing else. Build a muscle memory. That's sensi.
Perfectly that. I mean, that's just already tagged up as well. It's an easy one for Revova to clean up.
Well fucking played. Good round. Well heck and played.
Does Black Bear helps in Valo? No relation helps anything. Sabka, it's how game looks. That's it. How you want to look at the game. आपको कैसा देखना है गेम को और आपको कैसा दिखना है गेम. इसके हिसाब से आप रेजोल्यूशन चेंज करोगे.
figure this out here. It's going to be.
I honestly change resolutions, crosshairs, because I want change in game. अभी same game 10-10 घंटा खेलूंगा तो कभी-कभी mentally बोर हो जाता है एक ही चीज को देख के, तो वो energy नहीं आएगा, वो नया feeling नहीं आएगा, तो इसलिए I just keep changing my crosshair resolution every now and then, skins ये सब change करके खेलता हूँ because कुछ नया feeling आएगा खेलने के लिए गेम को. Any plan for coaching any team after 35? Yeah. Not coaching, but making a team that will be competing in international scene. ऐसा team बनाऊंगा. एक team नहीं, बहुत सारे team बनाऊंगा ऐसा. Scouting talents, training them, making sure they are getting whatever they want to pursue gaming or esports in general, or to get better, to perform better. Everything I will do. That is something I want to do. That is one of my goals. तो अभी के लिए पहले खुद सीखते हैं, खुद गलती करते हैं और उससे सीखते हैं. Let us first be a good player or an athlete and experience so many things so I can give that to the kids to get better. Nothing else.
Then the triple swing is just so much to deal with. Unfortunately, it amounts to nothing. And G2 now kind of hitting their stride, I'll be honest, find themselves 2 rounds ahead. Zeta gotta stop
F5 open up. Has the new meta moved on from Jet, or is it based on team cons? See, now Jet has been replaced by Chamber easily. तो I think team based भी हो सकते हैं या meta में Chamber ज़्यादा viable लगेगा. क्या पता. Most of them are replacing Jet to Chamber. अभी Jet कोई नहीं चल रहा अभी. Even if you say ये Jet player था अभी Chamber खेल रहा है. Mixwell also used to play Jet पहले Chamber खेल रहा है. And Chamber can be replaced by Jet. Sorry, Jet can be replaced by Chamber. How to improve raw aim Valorant in my PC and first FPS game? Current rank silver. Oi Kawa, watch some guides on YouTube for improving game, improving your aim, and then you can spend some time on deathmatch range ये सब में practice करते रहो. बस.
Then buying the operator, there might be a chance here to at least reduce 3 of the players of G2 down to a save. Yeah.
Does coming out of Valorant Mobile bother you and your plans ahead? No, it doesn't bother me.
I felt confident and then I was thinking about it.
that's the worst part.
T-Bone calling, Bings calling. Yeah. Guys, last piece chicken है. ये last piece chicken खा के जाके हाथ धो के अच्छा आ जाता ठीक है. सच में आता. ये last piece chicken है. Please.
We'll have a look at the purchase coming back in if there are any glaring issues for G2.
ये भी bone piece है यारिश.
Yeah, but I mean, this the problem being, you look at what's behind it here. You're seeing the replay again, really nice here.
Check WhatsApp.
We didn't catch the mix well.
The phone
it was maybe forced off an angle.
Guys, last piece है chicken का ठीक है.
The finances here, I mean, well, 4 people sat below 2K. Showstopper to offset that slightly, so a bit of a bonus for G2. If Zeta tie it up, it could be interesting.
Meadows made a meal of it, and he's been punished for it as well. Stuck around a little too long and just was on the receiving end of all that damage.
And this was the exact same setup we saw when they tried to crunch and catch 𝘼𝘽𝑊𝑐𝑡𝑦 inside with Sugar's utility early on. It's so simple, but it gets the job done.
Flash comes in. Okay, they're still around. Beginning. But look at the early exploration work from 𝘼𝘽𝑊𝑐𝑡𝑦 on the other side. It is, but now they have to run away. Let's see how far you can make it. Sent to the back wall. The Zekas go out on the other side. It's all about time, and they ain't got much of it anymore. Evova's still alive, but just being melted down in between the middle of it. Slowed, everything thrown against him. And the last 2 players, we knew they were on that A side. Yes, they got here early, but already the walls of the defensive side have been just elevated. Double stacked towards Hookah. 𝘼𝘽𝑊𝑐𝑡𝑦 trying to just disrupt that as best he can, but he's given nothing on this.
Mix was in full save mode.
Yeah, he's gone.
Like I said, I'm really curious as to how this looks. Yes, 𝘼𝘽𝑊𝑐𝑡𝑦 has a showstopper. Whether or not we're going to see an attempt to at least guarantee the first blood, but Zeta have been so good in terms of this early control.
Yeah.
So good. And we haven't seen 𝘼𝘽 dialing in any pressure towards whether or not he's now adjusted towards A to make use of the paint shell and have that crunch in through the TP. But with Meadow being removed immediately, removes the snake bite, makes that crunch even harder.
I do want to see now, this is one of those adjustments that is a big indicator for me is the depth of G2, but I do want to see how they address that issue now. Because this looks like they've, set a bit of a standard here for Zeta. They're like, okay, we've actually got some really good approaches on this. We need you now to adjust, right? So let's see what G2 do coming back into this. Is there an answer that they have already cooked up in their minds? Because again, having hookah control this early on, just perfect for them.
For free.
Yeah.
He's right.
And that's the timeout.
Yeah.
It has to be addressed.
Absolutely agree with this one. Whether or not the answer is digging a little deeper for G2.
Could be.
Again, they're not really gaining anything in terms of committing 3 towards B in that previous round.
Yep.
It's got completely ripped away from them.
Yep.
So whether or not now the site they're going to commit 3 towards, they're a little more proactive in forcing Zeta a little further back.
This is when you get that bonus of kind of leading the by the reins to an extent, right? Is that you get to determine the next move yourself. Okay, when do we adjust then? Because let's say they address this, where's that weak point then going to open up for us now? It's you get to kind of be the one to determine the next step for yourself. So for Zeta, they do have a little bit of wiggle room on this for me, that they can now potentially look elsewhere if they want to, if they feel as though the address towards that maybe hookah presence is something to adhere to, or if they're going to still test
𝘼𝘽's
it.
Discord.
It's going to be interesting now back and forth between these two teams of how they start building back into this.
I have to leave some Discord channel.
Covering the operator the previous
Let
round.
me leave this. Leave server.
His weapon of choice for the next round. Whether or not this means actually Zeta are going to slow things down a
𝘼𝘽's
little bit. Almost an anticipation after this timeout.
Open description.
Might try something.
Yeah.
Discord
might
मिल गया.
push out a little bit. See, eyes go towards Depp. He's actually positioned towards
Join 𝘼𝘽's.
now. But previously we did see him posted up when Mixwell.
Can you tell us more?
Previously
What the fuck? I don't want to tell me.
to hold down that push. Zeta has 5, going to stack up towards 8. Showers. You see the pings out. Yeah, G2 looking to get aggressive.
Yeah, but I think it's the same on the other side. Zeta aren't taking their time, and a quick TP and a quick rotation going to come through as well. Going to cut off 𝘼𝘽, and that's going to be half of this map now. There's the divide goes through as well. So
wait, chat, wait.
Safety and relinquish some of this. 𝘼𝘽's still trying to exist in those showers, but are they going to fully commit
what
to this
happened?
right now, Zeta? This is on a knife's edge. Oh, they are. Okay. Plant going to go down. Res comes up. Divide
Wait,
still
what?
holding
Where is
their
𝘼𝘽's?
safety for now. As the paint shell
Where
comes
am I?
in.
That's actually got his ult, but he's backed all the way away from
इसका channel किधर है?
now the wall being broken.
हाँ इधर.
I'm waiting to see when that comes through as well. Timing is everything. If G2 get the timing right, there
Hello.
are so many
Hello.
angles to be worried about here.
Hey mom, how are you?
How are you, guys?
Mom, I heard flight experience was really bad.
Oh, bro, I thought I'm dead.
Okay, huh?
Yeah. For 30 minutes, अरे 30 minutes के लिए पूरा flight left right पूरा हिल रहा था ऐसा.
Bye.
तो तेरा लास्ट विश क्या था? लास्ट विश?
अरे कुछ विश नहीं था भाई, क्योंकि मेरे को जिंदा जाना था. विश क्यों? मैं पूरा भगवान का मंत्र बोल रहा था, जितना भी याद है सब बोल दिया.
मैं गंदी जोक मारू, गंदी जोक.
हाँ.
अगर कुछ हो जाता तो लाइटनिंग फास्ट को बोल दे रिवाइव मी. यार बहुत गंदी जोक. बहुत गंदी जोक था गाइस. प्लीज हंसो प्लीज. बहुत गंदी जोक.
ब्रो 30 मिनट्स वो पायलट भगवान है भाई. पूरा इंटेंस रेन और विंड. या ब्रो
इट वाज रियली बैड. आई सॉ.
बिग्स भाई, आप दोस्त तो करके आपने टीबोन को खिलाया. रॉसी का दोस्त टीबोन भी है क्या? वो जी में खेल सकता है? पता नहीं भाई.
एक्सक्यूज मी, आई प्लेड वंस विद जी रोस्टर ब्रो.
हाँ, वीडियो भी है हमारा.
अबे हुडी कुछ ज्यादा नहीं मार
हुडी
रहा.
का भाई आज आशीर्वाद है, पूरा कांतार का आशीर्वाद.
ब्रो 10 को देगा क्या? शार्पेस्ट प्लेयर. तीन बुलेट के ऊपर नहीं मारता है. 3 बुलेट मैक्स.
तीन में लगा तो लगा.
यस. ये पता नहीं, ज्यादा मार रहा है.
जेटा हो गया. ये राउंड जीत गए G2.
ओह
भाई एक और थर्स्टी.
thirsty.
भाई हुडी
नहीं
कुछ
होगा
भी
यार।
मार रहा है भाई।
फिर हुडी का बहुत अच्छा आशीर्वाद है आज। Mom, but why did you come back?
I went only for shoot.
That's
Oh,
all.
हाँ, yeah,
So
yeah.
now what? Like, when are you gonna resume the playing and all?
Practice already started. I have to go on 19th. We have tournament on 22nd.
So you'll play from Bangalore only?
No, 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 no. I go boot camp on 19th.
Hey, check the weather and go. Okay, next.
Well, I'll go in bus, bro. I got scared. Skills तो ऐसा हाँ ये पकड़ दिया था वो हार्ट को क्या बोलते हैं चेस्ट को
ये दे
हिंदी चेस्ट
दिल
छाती हाँ वो ऐसा वो पकड़ के मेरे को देख रहे थे सबकी हालत टाइट हो गया था फ्लाइट में। वो एयर होस्टेस भी जाके बैठ गए सीधा सीट बेल्ट पहन के या पूरा 30 minutes left right
during the landing it happened
no even before landing was
ऐसे
smooth.
टाइम पे गाना सुन के सो जाने का।
Oh 10 intense game.
भाई ये तो मेरे जैसा टीपी है।
तो क्या टाइम है तुम लोग का गेम में?
लगता नहीं क्या मैं ट्विच में देख रहा हूँ।
Oh shit, मैं
कुछ नहीं होगा वो जब गाना आता है म्यूट करने का बस।
मैं डायरेक्ट फीड में देख रहा हूँ।
Which one? The one which she said?
Yeah.
No, that's not required. Go watch Twitch.
Oh no.
अरे यार गया गेम।
4v2 सिचुएशन कोई सी नहीं।
4v4 है ब्रो।
भाई हुडी जिंदा लग गए।
तुम लोग का कौन सा राउंड है अभी? 10
Yeah.
26 सेकंड 25 24
हम ट्विच में देख रहे हैं।
22
I'm so behind.
20
I'm so behind. ये राउंड के बाद चेंज करता हूँ।
हो गया भाई।
भाई हुडी
ओबे भाई इसने कुछ खाया है।
हुडी
गाइस कल से रेड क्रॉस है।
रेड
क्रॉस है सॉरी।
हुडी
डॉट क्रॉस है। भाई एक मिला फ्री में मिला उसको। Bro, this is like moth only, bro. Coming out of smoke. There is no point on.
There is if your reaction is fast.
हाँ क्या?
हाँ.
ये problem है ना? I guess you should at least flash and go, no?
That we can do. But they don't want to give them info now that they are coming from here.
Yeah, that is also.
It has been a little bit of a back and forth between the two to an extent.
It's always been depth here. It's always been a little bit of a bait.
हो गया भाई। अब गया।
नहीं हुडी जिंदा है।
भाई क्लियर कट रेज डिप हो रहा है फिर कुछ भी बोलो। रेज डिप क्लियर कट हो रहा है।
Well, they're kind of peeling back towards A here. This is a lot of pressure now put into the hands of Meadow.
ओ शुगर भी अच्छा खेलता है बे।
Sugar zero.
Online.
हाँ।
The Viper does cut it off, but
कल मैं हुडी का रेजोल्यूशन पे खेल रहा हूँ बे।
कौन सा है 16:9?
वही खेल रहा है नॉर्मल खेल रहा है क्या?
हाँ। Only 10 is playing 4:3. 1280 into 960.
हाँ क्या?
हाँ।
अरे ये एक्चुअली मैटर करते हैं क्या रॉसी? नहीं ना।
नहीं।
तेरे को देखने में अब कितना कंफर्टेबल फील होता है उसके ऊपर।
CS में मॉडल बड़ा होता था, इसमें नहीं होता।
वही मैं बता रहा हूँ।
हाँ। ओह, faked it.
अबे यार क्या?
ओ तेनू पीछे दुका हेड मारा बे।
मेडो ने मार दिया डबल किक। जी
अच्छा खेलता था यार मिक्सवेल।
फॉर सपोर्टिंग ज़ेटा
खेल रहा है यार हुडी
नहीं भाई मिक्सवेल का देखो भाई 90% एक्यूरेसी है हर एक
ऑप्शन। लेकिन मेरे को 10 के लिए बुरा लग रहा है वो बहुत अच्छा प्लेयर है।
ब्रो दिस मिक्सवेल ऑफर ओनली नो इन सीएस।
या जेट Valorant also used to play off Jet. Then he got replaced by 𝘼𝘽𝙊𝙐. Now playing
like duelist only.
A heroic effort from Zeta, I gotta say. This has been so neck and neck.
It's not over until it's over, and I think we've seen that.
We learned that yesterday,
right?
Yeah.
Like we know these guys.
ठीक है Zeta भाई कल नहीं actually गया ना घर ना?
घर हाँ
अभी
Right, this is one where it's like, hey guys, okay, you had that great turnaround before, do it again.
अभी भी और टाइम जा सकता है, पॉसिबल है। वो लोग ओमेन क्या कर रहा था पता नहीं।
ओमेन ब्रह्मांड में है भाई
I mean, Ten's had a blinding game, Depp as well.
Difficult है यार ये smoke agents सब
खेलना। But on the other side, you've had Hoodie having a blinder, you've had Mix.
नहीं प्लेऑफ्स है, अभी घर नहीं है, वही बोला था अभी प्लेऑफ्स है।
अच्छा हाँ प्लेऑफ्स है सॉरी माय बैड भूल गया
numbers, but to see this disparity in the kill count, these Hoodie and Mixed were leading with 24 and 23 as you said, Nookie down on 11 kills and
अबे लोअर ब्रैकेट नहीं है
लोअर ब्रैकेट है
लेकिन ये लोग अभी हारे थे ना रिसेंट में
नहीं प्लेऑफ है ना प्लेऑफ का पहला गेम है जेटा का जेटा वन 2 गेम्स इन अ रो तो वो लोग प्लेऑफ पहुंच गए अभी
एक सेकंड परसों कौन हारा था तो फिर
परसों तो डीए आया हारा वो ज़र्शिया परसों ज़र्शिया हारा लेट अस सी द ब्रेक
बोला हो गया भाई 4v3
now favor to G2.
ये अभी हार्ड स्कोर करके बैठेगा इधर ओह शिट मिस किया ब्रो व्हाट शॉट ब्रो
इसमें स्पैम भी लग जाता है अल्टी से
हां हां
द नॉर्मल ऑफ गेट्स 140 और समथिंग
so should never pick bro see आराम से ऑफ एंगल ब्रो
सिर
कम हियर he'll die
जी 4v2
flash is there
गया
उड़ी जिंदा है नहीं उड़ी मर गया
बे लेकिन इधर एक फ्लैश
ब्रो लैज मार दिया तो
फ्लैश और व्हाट नो दे हैव फ्लैश ऑलरेडी
they just want them to double think maybe
वेरी हार्ड अभी स्मोक से एक फ्लैश पिक और दोनों पिक इज द ओनली ऑप्शन
नहीं होगा ये कवर ले लेगा ब्रो अगर लैज ए राउंड जिता देता ना स्टार बन जाएगा
हल्की से वैंडल दिखा दिया हो गया अभी ओह शिट
ओह
ब्रो क्रेजी ब्रो
ओ बोलने के बाद ओ हो गया
हो गया भाई
जी
मैंने बोला था ना 13-10 होएगा
ये आराम ज्यादा
ये हर टाइम ऐसे बोलता है
भाई मिक्सवेल यार कुछ भी खेला यार मुझे लगता है एमवीपी यही है मिक्सवेल है
हुडी भी अच्छा खेला
हुडी बाप खेला भाई बाप
क्यूट है ना यार मिक्सवेल लुकिंग लाइक मी
वो ये तो 2-3 बार बेंच हो गया टीम से
हां क्या
हां
तगड़ा
कौन
मिक्सवेल
हाँ वो एक्चुअली मेरा कॉन्ट्रैक्ट साइन होने वाला था लेकिन
यार अच्छा खेला है यार मिक्सवेल कुछ भी बोल
मैंने आज चेंबर के ऑप से हेड मारा उसको 140 लगा नहीं भाई ये ऑप से चेंबर का अल्ट से टैग नहीं होता है पूरा पड़ता है जितना मैंने
ये राउंड में सब कॉन्फिडेंस गया होगा
ये एक्चुअल में जेटा ये लोग 3 राउंड जीतते थे बाद में
हां बे ये शॉट देख रॉसी
देखा मैं
टक
ये लोग
ये राउंड
हां सेज की गलती है
पिस्तौल राउंड भी थ्रो हो गया वो 2 मेन थ्रो हो गया भाई
ये लोग बहुत राउंड 4v3 हार रहे 4v3 2v1
सेज की गलती था
अच्छा KGF2 इतना नोडिला ब्रो आई हैवंट सीन
ये राउंड मस्त निकाला था यहाँ पे इसने मस्त एस मारा
ओ लाज ने मस्त एस है ओ दो फिर से वही दिखा दे रहे
प्यारा मारता
अरे फ्रॉम मैंगलोर नो चिक मैंगलोर
बंदे को
नाಳೆ ಯಾವದಾದ್ರು ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಹಾಲಿಡೇ ಆರ್ ವಾಟ್
टुमारो नो आइडिया ब्रो अंबेडकर जयंती
टुडे अंबेडकर जयंती
ओ टुमारो नो आइडिया नहीं सच्ची 140 लगा पता नहीं आज मैंने देखा KGF2 अच्छा था ऐसा का
यार मिक्सवेल को देख के किसी को याद आ रहा है पता नहीं कौन
CS तो खेलता था वो इतना
नहीं मतलब कोई तो इसके जैसा दिखता है
इन व्हाट फील्ड व्हिच फील्ड
राका जोन गेमिंग नहीं क्या
शर्म कर ले
थोड़ी सी
मास्क पहनना
नहीं क्या
to instantly make a statement on your first step on the stage. Looks solid. And again for 𝘼𝘽𝙊𝙐𝙏,
वो लोग ने कुछ डिसाइड किया करने का लग
to
रहा
have a big
अरे ये क्या है? ओ ये
भाई साहब,
G2 का
आप उधर
मास्क
खड़े हो जाओ।
है।
ये G2 का मास्क है।
कोई ट्रैश टॉक नहीं, कुछ नहीं है ना, सिंपल जीत गए। ज्यादा ज्यादा बोस्टर ही करते हैं बकचोदी।
वो हाँ
देख कुछ तो होने वाला।
कल ये करेगा, बेंका ही करेगा फुल बकचोदी, देख लियो।
हाँ
तुम रेडी हो गाइस? मैं रेडी हूँ।
क्यों?
ओ तेनु वही बकचोदी होगी।
मैंने सिर्फ डाल दे। वो नहीं लुक्स लाइक एसके, किस एंगल से भाई?
कौन एसके प्लीज?
CS:GO का लैंड रहता था
ब्रो एसके।
सामने के कंप्यूटर्स पे जाके एक दो कंप्यूटर तोड़ के गेम जीता कैसे रे लवड़े खत्म बूम बाम।
पता नहीं।
Which is better streaming platform, Twitch or YouTube? Twitch global audience, YouTube देश का थोड़ा। I don't know better। मेरे को YouTube अच्छा लगता है, किसी को YouTube अच्छा लगता है।
चलो अब कल्टी सब लोग।
कल्टी क्या होता है?
नहीं देखना है क्या?
मैं देख रहा हूँ।
मैं 1 बजे तक हूँ बस, तब तक स्टार्ट होगा एटलीस्ट।
नहीं होगा।
तो रहने दो भाई, मैं भी जाता हूँ।
ए कल तू करने वाला वॉच पार्टी? कल पीआर
कल साथ में बैठेंगे,
कल PRX से करने वाला।
PRX से भाई,
स्पेशल गेस्ट लाने का कोशिश करूंगा एक।
किसको?
एल्विन सुशांतो।
छोटा भाई कोई ला रहे क्या?
हाँ
उधर ही बुल्ली करेगा। व्हाट योर
उधर ही बुली करेगा। अगर हारा ना फॉर से
व्हाट योर ब्रदर डूइंग ब्रो? ए ब्रदर आस्क योर ब्रदर टू वड़ा पाव।
यही सब करेगा।
व्हाट योर ब्रदर डूइंग ब्रो? व्हाट योर ब्रदर डूइंग?
PRX और DRX हुए थे क्या? DRX
ये टाइम
सेम टाइम 10:30
सेम टाइम।
मैं आज 9 बजे एयरपोर्ट पे आया, 10:40 को घर आया।
Bro, 1 hour wait bro. So far airport, I don't know.
यहाँ पे भी लेकिन ऐसी है बे।
भाई नहीं,
बहुत गंदा है बे
भाई ट्रैफिक नहीं, सिटी से बाहर है एयरपोर्ट। मुंबई तो एटलीस्ट अंदर है एयरपोर्ट।
बे अंदर है लेकिन वो तेरे को पास लगता है, तू अंदर के पास में है। मेरे को भी यहाँ से मेरे को भी लगता
हाँ
है।
वो भी मेरा बूट कैंप से एयरपोर्ट है 15 मिनट्स
ना, मेरे यहाँ से 1.5 घंटा है ना।
1.5 कितना होता है? 1.5
1.5
अच्छा
1.5। अबे उस दिन मैं जब सुबह गया था ना विंग्स, 40 मिनट में आया था बे।
हाँ तो ट्रैफिक में रहता है ना रे।
हाँ यार
दोपहर का टाइम डबल हो जाता।
यार बहुत कुछ सीखा भाई ये सब प्रो गेम्स देखे।
कुछ नहीं सीखा वो
विंग्स रोड टू
2-3 गेम कैरी किया बे।
कौन सा रैंक में?
हाँ
व्हिच रैंक?
हेलो सिंगापुर में डायमंड मतलब समझ रहे हो ना, इंडिया का रेडिएंट।
हम मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ, मेरे को एक नया चीज पता चला कि जब इंस्टा पे कुछ डालते हैं तब नजर लगती है।
हाँ मेरे साथ हुआ है। मैं टॉप 10 का डाला था, ठीक है, टॉप 10 रैंक करके स्टोरी डाल, ब्रो 100 चला गया सीधा। 100 चला गया।
स्क्रीन पे बोल दिया कि इसके लौड़े लगने वाले
क्या मेरे को समझ नहीं आया क्या।
तो आई रीच टॉप 10 इस लीडर बोर्ड में। वो पोस्ट किया स्टोरी में और उसके रात ही 100 चला गया।
सब लोग प्लान करो रॉसी भाई जॉर्ड। मैं बोला रुको जरा आज का दिन देखो।
ब्रो गया ब्रो
पे डाला ना इसने बस।
तो ये लोग कब सुबह
नजर लगेगा
बाके वाले। हाँ उनका रात होता है ना।
Will you be streaming on Loco? Yes. Why do players wear headphones or earphones? Mic quality maybe. मेरे को भी पता नहीं, ये मेरे को भी पता नहीं। I actually don't know. I think it's because for some noise cancellation. ऐसा कुछ सीन है।
जा रहा हो ना? जा रहे हैं ना?
हाँ जा रहा हूँ।
अबे 1 मिनट में स्टार्ट हो रहा है वैसे।
नहीं होगा।
नहीं होगा। फिर बाद में वो लोग लोडिंग पे जाएंगे, पिक्स लेंगे, फिर वापस
रिएक्ट टू 130 रोस्टर करेंगे।
15-20 मिनट तो है कंफर्म।
चलो रे मैं जाता हूँ।
चलो गाइस जी
बाय फ्रेंड्स
बाय।
कल आ जाओ रॉसी।
हाँ तो कल करेंगे।
कल
और ग्रुप में ऐसे पूछना बंद मत कर। वैसे वो एक दिन उसके साथ करने वाला था।
क्या
मैं बोला था ना उस दिन पूछा तो मैं बोला उसके किसी और के साथ कर रहा है, समझ रहा?
अच्छा वो हाँ ठीक है ठीक
वही
है
दिन का था, पूरा वॉच पार्टी नहीं था।
अच्छा अच्छा ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है
ठीक है,
चलो मैं चलता हूँ।
चलो बाय
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 गाइस।
बाय बाय हाँ बोलो चैट एक सेकंड मैं अपना पुराना लिंक जाता हूँ अभी ये ट्विच में म्यूट व्यूट कर करके नहीं होता मेरे से हाँ बोलो भाई लोग क्या सीन है रोसी एम लैब्स करो ना थोड़ा नहीं एम लैब्स नहीं करता वो चालू करना है बट नहीं करता अभी अभी नहीं आज व्हाट अबाउट एपेक्स मोबाइल क्या है एपेक्स मोबाइल आई डोंट नो इग्नोर करो 69 सॉरी ब्रो एक्सट्रीमली सॉरी जानबूझ के नहीं किया इग्नोर भूल मिस किया आई मिस्ड योर चैट ब्रो 130 का कौन कौन है वैसे कौन कौन है 130 में अभी कौन है भाई ये सब बैंक जरा डेरिक I don't know any of these players. Young talent. So young talent है. 100 बैंक जरा. कोल्ड जरा का भाई है बैंक जरा. I don't know man. ये राइज में था पहले. अच्छा. Will FPS. Bro मेरे को पता नहीं है. Oh. I don't know the players. राइज अटक हाँ. असुना भी अंशु भी नहीं. Bro असुना who doesn't know Asuna भाई? What is this guys? Who doesn't know Asuna? Bro, do you think if Valo Mobile comes any sooner, will it make the Valo PC scene die? No. No. I mean, maybe not bro. अभी टूर्नामेंट ऑर्गेनाइजर्स के ऊपर डिपेंड करेगा ऑडियंस के ऊपर डिसाइड करेगा ऑडियंस तो रहेगा पीसी का पीसी ऑडियंस रहेगा मोबाइल का जो मोबाइल में खेलते हैं उनका रहेगा बट अगर टूर्नामेंट ऑर्गेनाइजर्स को इफ दे चूज मोर व्यूअरशिप ज़्यादा डिमांड so then it will be mobile focused heavily if they want to support both then it's fine it's like that abhi how everything works is sponsors like अभी मेरा एक कंपनी है मैं उसको एडवर्टाइज करना है मेरे को गेमिंग का इन ई स्पोर्ट्स ठीक है तो मैं ऐसा टूर्नामेंट ऑर्गेनाइजर्स को अप्रोच करूंगा कि मैं इतना पैसा देता हूँ होस्ट अ टूर्नामेंट ठीक है एंड दैट मनी ऑल्सो कम्स लाइक कि टूर्नामेंट ऑर्गेनाइज बोलेंगे कि हम आपको इतना वॉचिंग देंगे इतना वॉच आवर्स देंगे इतने इतने टाइम में फॉर दिस टाइम या फॉर दिस मेनी आवर्स फॉर दिस मेनी डेज आपका एड रन करेंगे हमारा टूर्नामेंट में हमारा हम स्टिकर्स लगाएंगे या प्रमोट करेंगे पूरा आपका ब्रांड को ये सब इतना इंप्रेशन लाओगे तो ये सब के ऊपर पैसा ज्यादा आएगा टूर्नामेंट ऑर्गेनाइजर्स को तो वॉच आवर्स एंड अभी जो स्पॉन्सर करते हैं टूर्नामेंट ऑर्गेनाइजर्स को ब्रांड्स वो लोग भी जिधर ज्यादा लोग हैं उधर ही आते हैं तो इन द एंड टूर्नामेंट ऑर्गेनाइजर्स भी जिधर जिसमें ज्यादा क्वांटिटी है उधर ही जाएगा इफ Valo mobile comes in and most of the people since they have mobile and they are interested in Valo mobile then the number of players who use Valo mobile will be here and PC will be here let's say example there based on number of PCs and mobile we have in our country इसके ऊपर बता रहा हूँ ठीक है then the brands will choose this because ज़्यादा लोग को उनका brand उनका product दिखेगा and TOs will also get some good money to host tournament promote everything if they give them more impressions more watch hours more watching तो they might also choose mobile. Who knows? ऐसा ही कुछ सीन है, जितना मेरा नॉलेज है यही है फंडा. And it's harsh truth कि जरूरी है ये सब. अभी if I look at a point of a businessman, मेरा प्रोडक्ट या मेरा ब्रांड ज्यादा लोग को ही दिखना चाहिए, तो I will choose that. If I am a tournament organizer, even I also want good funding or good sponsorships. So I have to, for good sponsorship, good money, good funds, I have to give them good watch hours, good impressions, good watching. So I will also select Apex Legend Mobile. Bro, depends again ऑडियंस के ऊपर रहता है. अभी if number of players are high, tournament उसका होगा ही होगा regardless of, और अगर गेम का पॉपुलैरिटी है, if so many people want to play the game, if so many people want to watch the game, टूर्नामेंट उसका भी होगा. बीजेएमआई का अभी तो बहुत सारा टूर्नामेंट हो रहा है जिधर प्लेयर्स को रेस्ट भी नहीं मिल रहे. 2-3 टूर्नामेंट्स एट अ टाइम एक दिन में खेल रहे वो लोग. दैट इज बिकॉज उतना पॉपुलैरिटी है, उतना टूर्नामेंट, इतना ब्रांड्स स्पॉन्सर कर सकते, इतना टीओस को कि होस्ट करो टूर्नामेंट, क्योंकि उनका प्रोडक्ट दिखना चाहिए, उनका ब्रांडिंग होना चाहिए सब. But don't you think PC gaming company will want to advertise in PC tournament, right? I don't think that's not the case, because I have seen PC brands sponsoring non-PC games. But again, I don't know, bro. अभी उनको उसमें फर्क नहीं पड़ता है ब्रो. अभी क्या बताओ, लॉजिकली स्पीकिंग कि हाँ अभी पीसी का कंपोनेंट है तो पीसी गेम में तू दिखाई देगा, और यू वांट ब्रो. नहीं चाहिए, आई डोंट वांट टू टॉक अबाउट दिस. कुछ गलत हो जाएगा तो नहीं चाहिए मेरे को. आई डोंट वांट टू टॉक. I am very bad at my words. तो even if my intention is not to say something bad, वो अच्छा आ जाएगा, क्या पता, नहीं चाहिए. बट अगेन ब्रो, पीसी या जो भी है, एनी ब्रांड्स, फूड, क्लोथिंग, गेमिंग, पीसी, मोबाइल, जो भी है, सब एडवर्टाइजर्स का एक ही गोल होता है, सब ब्रांड एडवर्टाइजर्स का एक ही गोल होता है कि उनका प्रोडक्ट ज्यादा लोग को रीच होने दे. इट शुड रीच so many people. That's the end goal. वही है, end goal is that. That's it. Regardless of what game it is, bro. Mobile हो, PC हो, football हो, cricket हो, any games, for them they have to advertise their product for a large quantity. That's it. स्कॉट मॉडल गोल्डी वैसे मिल गए, कैसा ब्रो? अच्छा लगा ब्रो. सब लोग ऐसा नॉर्मल ह्यूमंस, अच्छा लगा, बैठे साथ में खेले. गोल्डी भाई को ऐसा जाके हक कर दिया, फोटो खिंचवाया मस्त. Have you talked to your new coach? He's strict and funny, very jovial guy. He knows when to be strict, when to be funny. So yeah, that's good. Bro, KGF 2 देखा नहीं? Where you live in Bangalore? नहीं बता सकता. Sinatra announced his comeback to competitive, but he didn't say he's a free agent. What say? No idea, bro. I have no idea about that. Do you play mobile games? Yeah, Flappy Bird. KGF ನೋಡ್ದ ಗುರು? No, ಇಲ್ಲ bro, ಇನ್ನ ನೋಡಿಲ್ಲ. Who do you think will have a best synergy in a roster with you? Could be an overseas player. No idea, bro. No idea. अभी के लिए what we need is to be strong individuals first. Synergy तो खेल के आ जाएगा. Sadly, in our country, PC sports still needs to grow a lot. So till then, we have to wait. Yeah, we should just ऐसा सिर्फ बैठ के वेट नहीं कर सकते, हम भी कुछ काम करना है मस्त, कि बाहर जाके अच्छा रिजल्ट्स देना, अवेयरनेस क्रिएट करना गेमिंग के रिगार्डिंग, पीसी के रिगार्डिंग, letting people know, letting kids know that there is a career, there is the path like this. सिर्फ बैठ के तो नहीं होगा, थोड़ा काम करना पड़ेगा उसके में. Do you believe we can qualify for VCT VCT next VCT 2 slots and many APAC teams way ahead? Even you know that. Even if I know that there are teams ahead of you, always believe, and I always go with the fact that we will qualify and we can qualify. Because if I don't believe in myself, then why will someone else, right? And you cannot go into a tournament thinking that this team is better than us, this player is better than us, oh we're gonna lose. That's not the attitude. You can, what the attitude is, okay they are good, but what can I do to win against them, right? I have to win against them. This is my shot, this is my day, this is my time. Do you know SK please? Yes, please play TC bro. नहीं खेल सकता bro. अभी आज से गेम चालू है, ऑलरेडी से गेम चालू हो रहा है, बट हम आज पीसी के सामने ही नहीं थे. हमारा शूट था कुछ तो, प्लस हमारा टीम प्रैक्टिस अभी तक प्रॉपरली कुछ नहीं सेट हुआ है, तो रैंडमली जाके नहीं कह सकता कोई टूर्नामेंट. एंड जो भी टाइम हमको मिल रहा है अभी यार, प्रैक्टिस के ऊपर फोकस करना पड़ेगा ज़्यादा. हाउ यू फील इफ समवन कॉल यू फॉर सेकंड? फनी. I feel funny. This is the moment. Excellent. Ouch. Oh.
He didn't win, but in my opinion, had an all-time performance. So I have to ask for the first stage game again. How do you enable a player like 𝘼𝘽𝙊 to do so well?
I mean, there's a reason why he plays, for example, Sage and Sky. He can have, like, the utility is important, but at the same time, it's not. We don't focus too much on utility, so he has a free roll to utilize it as much as a way he likes it to use it. So we let him just run around. Like, same goes on long. We say he's the king of long. He's like a king of banana, and then he just runs up long, flashes, he runs with a knife for all the utility. He's fearless. He's like a Viking, you know, storming Iceland. So, yeah. That
makes sense. Makes perfect sense. Well, speaking of storming Iceland, Zeta, I know we talked a little bit about how we you kind of expected Zeta to perform well here, and they did show up, and it kind of felt like as well on Binance. You guys are really good on that map. And they
Excellent. बहुत सारा इंस्टा पे DMs आया है. सब लोग पूछे भाई क्या हो गया ऐसा फ्लाइट में. Reply कर देता हूँ. Or else it will be rude.
Sure. The previous events, they have better individual players that can pop off, which is important in this game. So individually they're better, and plus they got a lot of momentum on defense. We lost quite a bit of duels. That's why the half was so slow for us on attack. On defense, we started getting momentum and we closed it out.
Yeah.
We're not even very afraid of the scoreline. We never are. So
yeah.
Even if it goes overtime, we close it out.
Makes sense. Well, thank you so much, Nicky, for your time. We just saw G2 take down a clearly motivated Zeta division, and we're going to see if 𝘼𝘽𝑚 can also do the same against Team Liquid after the break.
Tonight the more. Huh?
Verizon is going ultra with 5G ultra wideband in many more cities, so you can do more. Mindy, with up to 10 times faster speeds, she can download a movie in minutes or a song in seconds.
Yep. Where is my live chat?
Let's work off-site. Public Wi-Fi? No thanks. 5G ultra wideband is faster and safer, and so powerful that it's not just for phones. Hello 5G home and it's time to go ultra with Verizon, America's most reliable 5G.
Do you watch any what? Sitcom? Do you watch any sitcom? What is sitcom? SkRossi, shout out my name. Velocity shares. Turbulence. Bro, ये turbulence तो basically heavy rain plus wind. Plain ऐसा. So I couldn't sit like this. So I couldn't sit like this. I was like this, or like this ऐसा. पूरा सब लोग ऐसे ही हो रहे हैं bro. पूरा सीट बेल्ट टाइट. तो स्किल्स को पता नहीं है, ठीक है, स्किल्स तो सो गया है, ये बहुत टाइम से हो रहा है. तो स्किल्स ने उठा, ये 30 मिनट्स के लिए हुआ, और स्किल्स उठा फॉर द लास्ट 10 मिनट पार्ट, 10-15 मिनट शेकिंग वाला पार्ट हमें.
तो हम पहले से सब लोग डर डर के ऐसा देख रहे विंडो के बाहर कि क्या हो रहा है। तो वो ये दिखता है ना विंग्स, वो पूरा कर रहा है, लेफ्ट राइट लेफ्ट राइट लेफ्ट राइट, ऐसा प्लेन लेफ्ट राइट हो रहा है, ठीक है। स्किल्स भाई ऐसा सो रहा है बिंदास। मैं तो माई आई हैव आइल सीट में मैं बैठा और उसके पीछे का आइल सीट में स्किल्स है, तो मैं ऐसे स्किल्स को देख रहा हूँ। स्किल्स तो सो रहा है बिंदास, बाकी सब उठ गए इस फ्लाइट में, बाकी सब उठ गए, सब लोग वरीड है, सब लोग देख रहे हैं और एक बंदा इधर सो रहा है बिंदास। तो उसके बाद स्किल्स उठा ऐसा, क्या हो रहा है क्या हो रहा है, ऐसा मेरे को पूछा। बोला भाई तब से लोग इधर परेशान है, तू सो रहा है बिंदास। बस आप बताओ हाउ इज यू। मतलब ऐसे बोइन भैया याद आ गया, बोइन भैया को बुलाता हूँ, डिस्कॉर्ड आएगा क्या करके। मतलब कम डिस्कॉर्ड, यू वांट टू कम डिस्कॉर्ड। हमारा एनालिस्ट को बुलाता होगा इस को। ये बोइन भैया किधर है? भाविन, ओ फक मैं इंस्टाग्राम, भाविन का क्या नंबर है? हाँ हेल्थ रेंजर है। हाँ बोइन भैया क्या कर रहे हो? ए आओ बोइन भैया डिस्कॉर्ड पे साथ में देखते हैं। ए क्या बोइन भैया आप अरे निकल 5000 भाई, आजा आजा डिस्कॉर्ड आजा। कौन सा डिस्कॉर्ड? आ जाओ। नहीं नहीं दिखते वो अपना। हाँ स्क्रीम सोन थियरी में हूँ, नहीं टॉक पे हूँ मैं, टॉक। ठीक आजा आजा। बोलो चैट। गाइस सजेस्ट कर रहा हूँ, ठीक है, ये म्यूजिक वीडियो देखो, ठीक है, अभी दिख रहे ना, ये म्यूजिक वीडियो देखो। कोरियन का है, कोरियन के पॉप का है। तो गो, अभी ब्रेक है वैसे भी, जाओ देख के आ जाओ एंड आके बताओ कैसे। हाँ हाँ बोइन भैया।
हेलो
हाँ बोलो बोइन भैया, बोइन भैया बोलो हेलो।
ये आवाज आ रही है?
हाँ आ रहे भाई, इसलिए तो रिप्लाई किया।
ओके भाई रिप्लाई किया भी मुझे कि 10 सेकंड रख के, तो मेरे
अरे
को लगा आवाज आ रहा है नहीं आ रहा है, क्या
वो बटन ढूंढ रहा था मैं।
अच्छा
हाँ और बोइन भैया आज क्या हुआ पता है? पूरा हेलो
हाँ
पूरा 30 मिनट्स पूरा फ्लाइट लेफ्ट राइट हो रहा है पूरा, तो हैवी रेन और विंड के वजह से, ठीक है। हेलो
हैवी रेन और विंड की वजह से?
हाँ
क्या बोल रहा है, मतलब टर्बुलेंस हो रहा था कि पूरा मतलब?
ब्रो ये टर्बुलेंस से कुछ ज्यादा ही हो रहा था। टर्बुलेंस मैं भी एक्सपीरियंस किया हूँ, ये कुछ नया एक्सपीरियंस है मेरे लिए। तो पूरा प्लेन परेशान है पूरा, सब लोग बैठ नहीं पा रहे, तो स्टेडीली नहीं बैठ पा रहे कि लेफ्ट राइट जा रहे बॉडी ऐसा सीधा, ठीक है। हमारा एक बंदा पूरा फ्लाइट में है, जयंत, सो रहा है
क्या बोल रहा है
सो रहा है बिंदास।
अगर वो जगह रहता है ना तो
भाई 30 मिनट्स है हुआ है, ठीक है। स्किल्स लास्ट 15 मिनट्स में उठता है और बोलते हैं अरे ये क्या हो रहा है, अरे क्या हो रहा है, उठता है भाई। और उसके बाद बोलते हैं भाई डर लग गया था भाई पूरा। तो नॉर्मली तू ऐसे ही बांधते है ना तेरा सीट बेल्ट को कि लूज या टाइट फर्क नहीं, स्किल से पूरा टाइट पूरा टाइट खींच के बैठ गया था पूरा।
उसको खींचने का जरूरत क्या है
इस भाई क्या बोइन भैया आप।
सॉरी कभी कभी भूल जाता हूँ मैं
स्ट्रीम में आप ऐसा बोल देते हो।
भूल जाता हूँ बात कर रहे थे।
How is your bond with Scout? Scout के साथ पहली बार मिला तो थोड़ा नॉर्मल बातचीत।
रिलीफ हुआ कि हाँ चलो भाई लैंड हो गए।
ब्रो सच में मेरे को ना बहुत डर लग गया था ब्रो।
तो ये क्या बोलते जो जब तुम लोग ये हो रहे थे क्या बोलते
क्या हो रहे थे?
टर्बुलेंस फ्लाइट में थे। हाँ तभी बारिश था कि लैंड हो रहे थे तब भी रेन था?
नहीं नहीं मिड में तो बैंगलोर में बारिश हो रहा था, बैंगलोर में अभी भी हो रहा है बारिश।
ओ अच्छा बारिश हो रहा है?
हाँ बहुत बारिश हो रहा है। हाँ भाई आफ्टर ईयर बारिश देख रहे हो भाई, मजा आ रहा है।
ये
पूरा ये बारिश प्लस विंड था भाई मजबूत।
इधर इतना गर्मी उधर बारिश।
बैंगलोर तो अलग है ब्रो, बैंगलोर में
तो रहेगा थोड़ा।
हाँ रहेगा रहेगा। अभी तू तेरे को क्या है एसी में रहता है भाई बोल रहे ठंडा चाहिए क्या बोइन भाई।
क्या भाई रॉसी फर्स्ट गेम देखा तू?
देखा फर्स्ट गेम नहीं देखा, फर्स्ट गेम मैं अभी ये कैब से फर्स्ट गेम नहीं देखा, मैं कैब से आ रहा था।
अच्छा अच्छा फर्स्ट गेम मतलब सेकंड मैप देखा कि नहीं?
सेकंड मैप देखा, सेकंड मैप देखा।
वो बेचारा इको राउंड हारे।
हाँ मार दिया भाई वो शरीफ से
मार दिया। उन लोग का प्लान सिटी जाने का था ही नहीं, वो लोग का वाइपर अल्ट फेल होता है ना यू हॉल के अंदर।
हाँ
तो बाहर तक अल्ट आया ही नहीं
तो अच्छा लग गए।
चलो अभी सिटी ले लेते उसमें टेन बेचारा बाकी सब राउंड 2-2 बुलेट मार रहा है।
हाँ डबल डाल दिया उसका एक
हो गया।
कुछ नहीं कर सकता। मैं बोल रहा था टीमोन को 10 3 बुलेट के ऊपर नहीं मारता है।
हाँ
तो उधर जाके डाल दिया 20 बुलेट।
भाई ये क्यों भाई ये मालव वाला को क्यों बुलाया तूने?
क्यों भाई हमारा एनालिस्ट।
I got invited before you were by the way.
नहीं 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 बोइन भैया मैं ऐसा बोला कि अच्छा अभी मलव आया तो याद आ गया बोइन भैया को कॉल करता हूँ किया बोला उसके बाद मलव कम डिस्कॉर्ड ऐसा
मलव आया तो याद आ गया ये भी। देख रहे हो गाइस आईपीएल की याद तो आती नहीं कभी।
अरे
क्या कर ठीक है भाई ये भी हम पत्थर रख लेंगे।
पत्थर रख लेंगे मतलब मेटाफर है।
सह लेंगे।
हाँ सह लेंगे बेसिकली। I'll take this to my heart.
अच्छा रख लो भाई।
क्या लगता है अभी कौन जीतेगा लाउड की?
तू किधर देख रहा है ट्विच पे देख रहा है?
नहीं मैं यूट्यूब पे देख रहा था।
ट्विच पे देखते हैं ना सब सेम टाइमिंग रहेगा।
हाँ अभी तक लाइव थोड़ी हुआ है।
हाँ ठीक है मैं स्विच हो जाता हूँ।
ठीक है ट्विच पे देखते हैं।
अभी लाइव नहीं हुआ है ना?
नहीं
ब्रो सब जेट को रिप्लेस करके चेम्बर को खेल रहा है भाई बोइन भाई।
टाइम पे ही चालू होने वाले।
बोइन भाई देखो मैं भी
दे दिया तो फिर अभी लाइक जल्दी चालू कर सकते हैं क्या? हाँ आई होप सो।
किधर है ट्विच?
20 नहीं है वीएलआर पे अभी भी 24 मिनट्स दिखा रहा है।
वही मैं बोल रहा हूँ ना वीएलआर का ही देखा मैंने। नहीं तो वीएलआर पे टाइम चेंज हो जाता है।
देखो बोइन भैया हम भी सिर्फ चेम्बर खेलते हैं, जेट वेट कौन खेलता है आजकल?
आजकल सारे ऑपर चेम्बर ही
खेल रहे भाई वही हम भी खेलते हैं चेम्बर मस्त।
खेलो तुमको कौन रोक रहा है? अरे मैं किधर बोला तू खेल।
ठीक है फिर मैं ये भी खेलूंगा। वो क्या बोलते हैं उसको?
Could go ascent here or okay I mean I think loud go ascent anyways.
ये लाउड कौन है? मैं देखा भी नहीं उसको।
ब्राजील का नया टीम है रे वो वाइकिंग्स के वो थे ना।
हाँ
सेसी और सॉसी वो जो सोवा था उनका और आईजीएन
समझा हाँ
नया टीम बना है। अच्छा टीम है अभी ये। ओ हेवन
पुश टू टॉक 9 आप है मेरे से।
लास्ट में आई थिंक असेंट ही होएगा।
नहीं भाई असेंट नहीं कोई नहीं खेलेगा भाई इतना गंदा मैप कौन खेलेगा?
असेंट ही होएगा देख।
हूँ
भाई बोला भगवान बोला
क्योंकि लाउड
भाई क्या भाई बोला भगवान बोला।
लाउड के हिस्टोरिकली सब मैप्स अच्छे हैं बट असेंट 9 बार खेले और 9
भाई हम कौन सा मैप खेलने वाले बोइन भैया फाइनल्स में? हाँ
अरे हम पहले गेम तो खेल ले।
खुद का बेइज्जती करवा दे तो।
अरे तो क्या अभी सच्चाई कहीं छुपे नहीं छुपती। अब मैं बोलूं हमने बहुत प्रैक्टिस कर लिया ऑलरेडी। अभी हम तो 2 दिन से शूट पे थे अभी कल से चालू कर रहे।
वही बोला लोग पूछ रहे थे व्हाई आर यू नॉट प्लेइंग टीसी। मैं बोला अभी जाके क्या खेलना है वही पता नहीं। टॉर्नेमेंट खेल के क्या करना। ब्रिंग बो इन बाय कैम कर सकते कैसा? बोइन भाई आपका कैम ले सकता हूँ
मैं तेरे को ये दे सकता हूँ ओबीएस निंजा पे डाल के और तू वो ये कर सकता है।
ऐसा है क्या?
ऐड कर सकता है हाँ।
वो चिल सोर्स करके यू कैन
रुक दे लिंक दे मेरे को। रुक इसको पूछता हूँ पहले मैं डाल सकता हूँ दूसरों का कैम।
कल एस ने डाला था
फिर कर सकता
का डाला था एस ने।
अच्छा आ जाओ बोइन भैया का डालते हैं। 2 ही चेहरा डाल सकते हैं क्या या 3 डाल सकते हैं?
तो कितना भी डाल सकते हैं डालने।
पूछता हूँ ब्रो
बट फिर वो बहुत वियर्ड लगता है रे एक ही डाल
हाँ,
मेरे को।
अच्छा ये बोइन भाई का कैम में मैं मालव का फोटो चिपका देता हूँ एक।
मालव is very shy, you know.
Very shy, very shy.
Very shy.
दिखता ही नहीं।
Bro, can you show your hair, please? I am planning to do something. हाँ? भाई तू कुछ मीम बनाएगा मेरे को पता है। फोटो खींचेगा, ले ले।
Looks good though. I like it.
हाँ। It will look good.
हाँ वही तो कुर्ला में डेली देखने को
अरे
बूट कैंप से दूर भी नहीं है कुर्ला वैसे।
हाँ भाई बूट कैंप से दूर नहीं है।
तेरे को क्या लगता है इंस्पिरेशन किधर से आया है?
जी भाई।
भाई मैं जाने दो भाई। अरे इसको अभी कॉपी किया ये लिंक को, इसको क्या करना है मैं?
I think OBS में ऐसा add virtual source करके
इसको क्रोम में रखना नहीं है ना, मैं कैंसिल कर सकता हूँ क्रोम से?
नहीं, हाँ क्रोम में नहीं रखना तेरे को।
ठीक है अभी
OBS में
हाँ
add virtual source है शायद।
ऐड वैसा है ही नहीं इधर ऐड। हाँ बता दो।
मैं मालव का किया था एक बार, वही देख रहा हूँ।
बोइन भैया तो सब करते हैं भाई। I was high.
अपन जैसे क्रोम ऐड करते हैं ना रॉसी, क्रोम
ब्राउजर
ऐड ब्राउजर सोर्स।
हाँ ऐसे ही करते हैं।
हाँ,
ठीक है अभी तो डालता।
हाँ सिर्फ वो लिंक डाल दे बस।
समझा।
देख चल रहा है क्या, देख ले
1080 चलेगा भाई। वो इन भाई आप चिंता मत करो, मैं कर लूंगा सब कुछ।
हाँ करना ही है भाई, गेस्ट आए
आ गया।
पता नहीं तो
रुक वो बोइन पूरा स्ट्रीम में अगेंस्ट मैच मत देखो, बोइन भैया को देखो पूरा।
अच्छा पूरा स्ट्रीम में
पूरा बिग स्क्रीन में तू नहीं ऐसे ही देख गाइस, ऐसे ही देखेंगे। बोहिन भैया बोलते ऐसे ही देखेंगे पूरा स्ट्रीम। सब हंस रहे हैं भाई।
मैं लाइव कमेंट्री देता हूँ।
नहीं उधर पीछे मॉनिटर है ना तेरा कप्पा का, उसमें मैच चला।
हाँ बरोबर उसमें मैच चला।
क्रॉप करता हूँ। बोइन भैया को किधर डालेंगे हम? इधर क्या आता है? इधर कुछ आता है क्या? रुक ये करता हूँ पहले। मैच डिस्प्ले कैप्चर ऑफ मैच। अरे किधर डालो?
अभी के लिए चाहिए तो जो जी का लोगो है वो तेरे सोशल्स के बाजू में डाल दे थोड़ा छोटा करके, और मेरे को
ऐसा रख दो। हाँ देखो गाइस इधर भी बोइन भैया देख रहे हो? हाँ सही है।
हाँ सही है।
चलो
थोड़ा एक काम करना, सब कुछ थोड़ा नीचे रख, नहीं तो पब्लिक रोएगी किल फीड नहीं दिख रही है।
अच्छा हाँ भाई। अरे ये क्यों रहा है इधर?
तेरा कैम उधर ही रख जिधर है जो तेरा सोशल। एक काम करना, एक
ऐसा कर दो।
नीचे कर, और नीचे कर थोड़ा
तेरा।
अरे हम एक कैम, तेरा कैम जिधर है उधर ठीक है
ऐसा।
हाँ और अभी जी के बाजू में तेरा सोशल डाल दे बस।
अरे मेरा सोशल जाने दो, कोई भी फॉलो नहीं करता।
हाँ ठीक है, बाकी तो सब ठीक है।
तेरे को ऊपर नहीं चाहिए और ऐसा?
अरे तो ऊपर चिपका देना अपन दोनों का।
अच्छा ऐसा हो गया।
थोड़ा और ऊपर कर
मेरा।
हाँ बस नहीं मेरा थोड़ा सा नीचे कर मेरा बस।
अच्छा हाँ कर दिया, थोड़ा गैप रख दिया थोड़ा।
हाँ थोड़ा सा गैप रख बस।
हाँ ठीक है गैप मेंटेन।
चलो एजेंट्स ले।
हाँ चलो भाई चेंबर। अरे ये लोग चेंबर और जेट दोनों खेल रहे भाई।
कौन?
अच्छा आइस बॉक्स है ना इसलिए। हाँ आइस बॉक्स
बोला असेंड में कैसे
स्ट्रीम में भी आईजीएल। हाँ गाइस देख रहे हो स्ट्रीम में भी आईजीएल, बाहर गए तो उधर भी आईजीएल। क्या बोइन भैया अभी
Okay.